pushed twice, yes, twice, and didn't tear it off.
Junior want to not be on my I can't really see what did I miss. Ex-strippers.
Welcome. Long time no see, besties. And if you are new here and you don't know, my name is Kiera J. And you are now part of the Bestie Gang. But welcome. Let me start playing. Yes, welcome. As y'all can tell by that title and that thumbnail, today's video is going to be definitely just a little bit different. I told y'all I was going to be hitting y'all with different type of content, and I am so excited. Cause I'm gonna give y'all the sauce today. Okay. And before we get any further into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel, because when I tell y'all I'm gonna be dropping gems, okay? So, like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell so that you never, ever miss a video. Because I promise y'all ain't never gonna want to miss any of these videos. And I'm gonna keep saying that and keep saying it. But this time, I ain't gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna we can go ahead and get straight into the video. As y'all can tell by the title and that thumbnail, your girl's gonna be dropping gems on how she pushed twice, yes, twice, and didn't tear it off. It's your favorite gal, like the Holy Grail raspberry leaf tea, okay? Chef's kiss, I promise you. Labor ain't gonna be easy. Labor is not easy. Labor has probably never been easy for anybody. And if you've had an easy labor, first off, comment down below because I really want to hear your story. And secondly, kudos to you. Like, you were one of God's favorite. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm God's favorite too, but baby, if you had an easy labor, pain-free, you either really didn't feel it or you, I don't know, just immune to pain, kudos to you. And honestly, kudos to anybody that's out there that's a new mom, that's either giving birth or about to give birth, currently pregnant, and you know, like just going through what you're going through, whether it's good or it's bad. Kudos to you. I am super proud of you. You doing the daggone thing, girly. You doing the daggone thing. I'm telling you. All right. But let me stop digressing. Just a little bit about my labor. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. It started off kind of like the day before. I'm not gonna go too much in detail because I'm gonna do a separate video on basically my labor experience and everything that happened to me during labor, but I do want to give y'all a small kind of summary, I guess, on basically how everything went. Like I was saying, I actually went into labor or started labor at home, but the day before I actually went to the hospital, my contractions were inconsistently consistent, if that makes sense. So like they were consistently 1 minute and then they consistently lasted for like 30 seconds, was 5 minutes in between, 5 minutes apart, and then for the next time it lasted 5 seconds, and then that was like 19 minutes from that 5 minutes, if that makes sense. So it was like 19 minutes apart, 5 minutes apart, 10 minutes apart. Then at one point it was going from 8 minutes to 7 minutes to 6 minutes, back to 8 minutes, back to 7 minutes, back to 6. Like it just kind of stayed in the 6 to 8 minute range. And once I told my man that, he was just kind of like, yeah, let's just go ahead and head to the hospital because I have a feeling she's gonna be coming tonight. Once we got to the hospital, they did my triage, weight, temperature, blah 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 blah. So all that was done, and it was like, yeah, you're definitely in labor. Good thing you came to the hospital because you're having this baby tonight or tomorrow. So boom, in the hospital, got my gown, got my room. It's really nice. I, kind of enjoyed that part. I'm still kind of feeling good. I'm bearing the contractions and everything. Not too bad. I'm like, okay, I can do this. And y'all, I really want to go natural. Plans took a turn, but like I said, I would do a labor and delivery story time for y'all. But yeah, plans took a turn, and I was not able to do natural because kudos again to the girlies out there who delivered naturally, pushed them babies out with no medicine. Kudos to you, cause yeah, not this one. Couldn't do it. More power to you. The things that I did to get my labor going to naturally induce myself, I consistently walked and exercised as much as possible. And I mean exercise, my definition of exercising is walking. I did a couple of laps around my neighborhood. I lived in an apartment complex, so I did a couple of laps around my neighborhood, and I honestly walked throughout my entire pregnancy. I did not wait until the end to, you know, like get things going. I literally wanted to stay active. I wanted to keep my body loose and, you know, open and stuff like that, so that it was gonna be, you know, a easy labor essentially. So walked, my form of exercise. I lived on the 3rd floor, so baby, that was my exercise right there, okay? Because if any of y'all know, living on the 3rd floor can be hell sometimes, especially with groceries. But imagine carrying a baby and walking up 3 flights of stairs almost every freaking day. So that was my other form of exercise, okay? Because yeah, And then I also tried to stay active in my church. So I do dance on my dance ministry or liturgical ministry, if you call it that, at my church. When it got to a certain point where I just knew I just could not dance anymore, I couldn't really keep up, that's when I sat down. But again, I kept that exercise going, which was walking in the deck on stairs, okay? And I also stretched. I tried to stretch daily, but I just had my days where I couldn't really move. I just needed to rest. I needed to stay in the bed, get in a tub, so do something, like just rest, okay? Y'all, that is so important. Make sure y'all rest. Make sure you try to stay active as much as possible, because being active really will set you up for success when it comes down to the part of labor. Stretching as well, because it opens up your hips. You know, make sure y'all do like cervix exercises. Kegels definitely helps. Just like stretching your legs, because baby, your legs gonna be open depending on how long you have to push for. I didn't have to push for that long. Honestly, it was probably all of 10 minutes, and I don't even think it was really 10 minutes. But yeah, stretching. And you know what them old folks say, how you make them is how you get them out too. Just saying, how you make them is how you get them out too. So, you know, sexy time, you know, put on your little cute little, you dig, and even if you don't feel like, you know, getting cute, you know, pop that thing. Go ahead, pop that thing, y'all. You did it to get the baby up in there, not do it to get the baby out of there. Okay? I promise you, it helps. Now, don't go too crazy to where you hurting and you sore and whatever. I promise you, you don't have to do too much, or at least I didn't. Mama, if you watching this, I'm sorry. Just skip past this part, okay? It's already bad enough that you knew, or you know I do sexy time. But skip past this part. Those are some of the things that I did to induce my labor naturally. Again, that was walking or any form of exercise. Dance is how I guess we can consider that another form of exercise. I stayed active in my dance ministry. I consistently stretched, and that good old sexy time. Now I'm going to list out some things that I did to ensure that I did not tear. Your girl stayed intact, okay? I didn't have to get no stitches. Of course, I was sore down there. Who's not, sore down there? But as soon as I delivered, like, I was up walking around, y'all. They was calling me Superwoman because I was up walking around. I used the bathroom on my own, and that's urinating and bowel movement because they will, check for that. I even had, of course, like a urinary catheter. So once you get your epidural, they basically put a catheter in you so that you're not gonna feel when you're using the bathroom. So, and I definitely did not feel when I used the bathroom, and I had to keep coming in the room, change my bag. But yeah, again, that's gonna be all in the labor delivery story. Yes, the things that I did to not tear or and to soften my cervix. Holy freaking grail, y'all. Raspberry leaf tea, y'all. And I promise you, I didn't even drink this 3 times. I think I drank this tea twice. And that was in the same day. One in the morning and one at night. Night before that, or maybe 2 nights before that, I had sexy time. And I was cramping, but I don't think they were contractions. I knew the difference between the daggone contractions. 2 days later, I started this tea, one in the morning and one at night. And I promise y'all, next day, that's when things got rolling. That morning, I had like it was literally a light bloody show. My mucus plug actually fell out little by little, and my water was not this big, like it did not break in this big gush like everybody's telling y'all. Hold up, let me put some lip gloss on. I feel like my lips is a little dry. Okay, yeah. So my water did not break like everyone's telling you. Oh, it's gonna be this big gush of water, and you're just gonna be standing there in this big old puddle of water, and it'll either be you standing up, you in the bed, in the car, somewhere, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, that did not happen to me. And you know what? Everybody's story is different, so you really can't listen to everybody and, their pregnancy story and, like, take that and run with it. I learned my lesson with that. I did. But mine came out literally little by little. Like, it was just dripping. Wasn't running. It was just dripping. And like I said, I had a very light bloody show that morning. Small amounts of mucus was coming out, but my mucus plug fell out, like I said, little by little. So it wasn't no huge clump like my doctor was telling me it was going to be in the toilet. I didn't see all that. It was real small. And honestly, I might insert a picture. So if you don't want to see that, then, kind of fast forward this part. So disclaimer, you will see some nasty stuff. It was not huge. It was not a huge amount of blood. Wasn't a huge amount of mucus. Wasn't a huge amount of my amniotic sac fluid. And honestly, when we got to the hospital, they had to test that fluid that just kept coming out just to see if that's really what it was. And the test came back positive that it was my amniotic sac fluid, which is what got me admitted into the hospital. Because they didn't want to risk infection, because again, I started labor the day before I got and actually went to the hospital. She was kind of, exposed to the world. Yeah, so raspberry leaf tea is going to help that baby get up out of there. Raspberry leaf tea is going to help soften up your cervix. I also heard that okra water is a very good way to soften your cervix and get baby out of there as well. What else have I heard? So if you're just trying to induce labor, I heard that black castor oil, like taking a spoonful of it, is going to help induce your labor. I didn't really trust that, honestly. I didn't want to risk having to just use the bathroom, because I heard it makes you use the bathroom. My mom said she tried it and all it did was make her use the bathroom. So I didn't really want to risk doing that or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to try something different. And I kept seeing girlies on TikTok talk about the raspberry leaf tea, raspberry leaf tea, raspberry leaf tea. So I'm so glad I tried that. And if I decide to have another baby, I'll probably go with my same method that I did to naturally induce myself, because yeah, that worked. worked good. Once again, so the first one that I said to not tear and soften your cervix is raspberry leaf tea. Number 2, once again, trusty dusty, old trusty sexy time. That helps. Okay, it helps. Sexy time helps, exercise helps, stretching helps. And if y'all want to know what like stretches, what exercises that I did to help induce or to help open and soften my cervix to make sure I didn't tear, then comment down below and I will definitely do a video on that and I will let y'all know. Y'all, Kegels, okay? You gonna have to Kegel your life away when it comes down to pregnancy, when it comes down to postpartum. Kegels are your best friend, okay? Kegels and this raspberry leaf tea, that will be your best friend. Kegels help open your cervix. Kegels help close your cervix, like close everything down there. Kegels, okay? And let me just tell y'all the raspberry leaf tea brand that I use. I actually had, well, I didn't pack it, but we actually threw the box away that it actually came in because we were moving and we were trying to consolidate some things. So the box is gone, but I do have the actual pack. So this is, oops, yep. This is the pack. It says it eases menstrual cramps and supports a healthy pregnancy. I have yet to try this for my menstrual cramps. I'm just getting my period back as well. So I probably got mine back like a month after giving birth to her. It was either a month or it was, yeah, it was a month. After giving birth. This is caffeine free, so it's good and healthy for mom and baby. So I do recommend that you all go ahead and try this out. When I tell y'all, this is holy grail. And honestly, what works for me, let me just put this out here. What worked for me and, you know, what I did may not work for everybody, and that's okay. You have to find what works for you and works for your body. My body ain't your body, boo. My body ain't your body, bookie. But what helped me and what worked for me, if you try it out and it works for you, then there you go. I'm only here to give y'all the tips and the tricks that I use to help one, induce my labor and to make it just a little bit easier. And again, disclaimer, labor is not easy. And we can thank our girl Eve for that. Cool. Labor is not easy. Okay? You're gonna hurt. You're going to, you know, feel uncomfortable. Whatever the case may be, it's not easy. Pregnancy is not easy. Heck, postpartum is not easy. But you got it, girl. You got this. I believe in you. I am on your team. If you need somebody to cheer you on in spirit, I got you, girl. You got this. Make sure you think positive thoughts. Have people around you that are either going to make you laugh, give you words of encouragement, help you breathe, and really just like, you know, focus on opening up your body and receiving this new wonderful gift from God. You know, just have good energy around you. Set the mood, set the tone in your room, in your labor or in your delivery room that you know, are looking for. Make it yours. Own it. Now, people will go in the hospital or like before the hospital and just plan out this, you know, what you want your labor to look like before you get there. Because, you know, once you are in the hospital and it's actually go time, you have contractions, you have pain, you're tired, like you're exhausted beyond words. So it's like you really can't fend for yourself. So, I mean, it's good to have, you know, kind of like play-by-play of how and what you want out of your labor, but be open-minded because what you might want might not always be what you can get. You know what I'm saying? Leaving baby in the room once you're, you know, done pushing and everything and she or he has to go for testing, you know, test in the room, that's something different. But, you know, saying that you want a vaginal delivery, sometimes you might have to change that up, because it could be cases, and I'm not wishing this on anybody, I promise you I'm not. It could be cases where you have to do a C-section. Baby could get stuck, you know, anything could happen. I do pray against that. I really hope that each and every one of you that are watching this video and under the sound of my voice have the best experience of labor that they're looking for. I pray that it is easy, you know, easy enough. I do pray that you guys don't tear like your girl didn't tear. And I pray for a speedy recovery. Like I said, y'all got this. Y'all got this, okay? Your bestie is here cheering you on. And yes, I'm sending love your way, okay? Sending love your way. Kiss my niece or nephew for me, okay? They're just kind of my little words of encouragement. Like I said, you got this. Make sure y'all just go in there with positive mindsets, speaking positive things over yourself, over your baby. Because life and death are in the power of the tongue, okay? So you have exactly what you say. So you have to make sure you're keeping good energy around you. You're always, you know, speaking positive over yourself and again over your baby. And make sure y'all pray if that's what you do. Pray before you enter the hospital. Make sure that you pray over your nurses so that you have nurses that are not trying to take advantage of you, not trying to take advantage of your family or whoever is with you, you know, in the hospital. Pray over the doctor, making sure that they know what they're doing and making sure that the steps and the processes that they take are efficient and safe and, you know, are something that's going to lead you to a speedy recovery. This is the end of this video. I do hope that you all enjoyed this video and can get some good tips and tricks from this, guys. And comment down below anything that you've tried. If you've already had your baby, your experiences of labor, the things that you've tried to induce yourself naturally and to, you know, soften up your cervix and, you know, tear free. Or even if you did tear, just things that you use to, you know, recover faster. Like, we are all here to help each other out. So make sure y'all leave some comments down below. And yeah, again, that's the end of this video. I do love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as I've mentioned before. Let's get these besties up, okay? Let's get some more besties in the family. And yeah, I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video.